Thank you for visiting esourceparts.ca. Today we will walk you through how to remove a keyboard from a Blackberry Q10. Things you'll need to complete this repair are a 16-piece premium opening toolkit and a Blackberry Q10 replacement keyboard. Everything used in this video is available on our website at www.esourceparts.ca. Start off by removing the back battery cover of the phone and removing the battery. Using a pentalobe screwdriver, remove the top two screws holding down the top cover. Slide the top cover upwards in order to have it removed. Once the top cover is removed, you will see 7 screws, 2 in the top and 5 in the main portion of the phone. Using a T4 screwdriver, begin removing the 7 screws. Flip the phone over. Underneath the keyboard is a small plastic cover. Use the prying tool to gently pry off the plastic cover from one edge. Once you get one of the corners up, it's fairly simple to just slide the prying tool along the bottom and it will easily remove. There are 2 clips with a little bit of adhesive. Under the keyboard cover, there are 2 screws. Using a Torx 4 T4 screwdriver, remove the 2 screws. Now on the back of the phone there is a plastic cover. You can use the prying opening tool and gently slide it across one of the edges as it is clipped in, and you can easily remove the plastic cover. Now that you have access to the main board, you will see that there are 5 connectors connected to the motherboard. Carefully disconnect each of those connectors off of the board. Be careful when disconnecting the connectors, as they are very fragile and can easily damage. On the right side of the board, you will see the 2 connectors with a long flex cable. These 2 flex cables are stuck down or glued down with a little bit of adhesive to the board. Using the pick tool, you can gently place it underneath the flex and slide it along the bottom of the flex in order to remove it off of the board. Use the plastic tool to remove the board from the frame. You will notice on the right hand side under the board it is being held down with some adhesive. Use the plastic tool to pry off the glue or the sticker that's holding the board down. The next step is to remove the keyboard from the frame. The keyboard is held down by 2 small screws that are located under the sticker towards the bottom of the phone. You can peel the sticker upwards in order to expose one of the screws. Once you have access to the first screw, use a phillips screwdriver to remove the first screw. On the right hand side you will see a tinfoil sticker on the board. You will need to peel that off as well in order to expose the second screw. Once you've exposed the second screw, using the same Phillips screwdriver, remove that screw. Now that the 2 screws have been removed, the keyboard should pop out fairly easily. Using your thumbs towards the bottom of the phone, apply a little bit of pressure to the keyboard and it should pop out towards the bottom. Do the same around the edges and the top, but be careful of the flex cables so you don't tear or rip it. With the new keyboard, place the keyboard through the front of the frame. Make sure that you feed the flex cable in first so it doesn't get damaged. Once the keyboard's in place, you apply a little bit pressure and you will feel that the keyboard will click into place around all the edges. Secure the keyboard by screwing in the 2 Phillips screws into the phone. Place the main board back into the frame. The best way to do this is if you place the board back in on an angle, allowing the USB charging ports to line up with the slots into the frame. Also take note that the flex cables will need to be removed out of the way in order for the board to sit in properly. Make sure not to damage any of the flex cables along the bottom or the top. Now that the main board is securely in the frame, plug in the 5 connectors to the main board. Ensure that you hear or feel that they've been securely connected and plugged in. If you've installed a new keyboard, some flex cables will have a backing on the flex. By removing the backing, it will expose the adhesive. You can then stick or adhere the flex cable to the main board of the keyboard. Place the protective plastic cover over the main board. This is easily installed by placing it over the board and clicking it in around the edges. Begin to secure the plastic cover to the frame by screwing in the 2 screws at the top and then the 5 remaining screws in the main portion of the phone. Secure the front of the phone by putting back the 2 screws that are located under the keyboard. Place the cover over the screws under the keyboard. This is installed very easily and just clips into place. Slide the top cover of the phone into place. Ensure that it is put in straight as there are connectors on the cover that need to line up with the board. Secure the top cover by putting in the 2 pentalobe screws. Place the battery back in the phone along with the battery cover. Thank you for watching our how-to video. Please visit esourceparts.ca for all your parts and accessories needs.